Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure to subscribe today before you leave, and make sure to thumbs up the video if you do like what you see, and to share on all your social media networks that you happen to be on at this time. Hello and welcome back. All right, so if I was away longer than I usually am away for. Okay, I had a lot going on. I did, yes. Well, some things have changed since the last time we spoke. Well, first of all, I've aged. Okay, about 1 year. So they say, but I don't look it. Yes, I made the big 3-0. Ooh, hallelujah and amen. Thank you, Jesus, that I crossed over into the year 30. So this is my 30th year on the year Earth. Yeah, happy to be here. You know, still hanging out down here. Everything is pretty smooth. So yeah. So I made 30. I had a great birthday. I took a week off from my job because I wanted to just decompress and just have a good time, relax, and just do some self-pampering because we really need that, especially us ladies. Gents too, you guys need it too, but I just feel sometimes everything is just coming at us women, so sometimes you just have to take a break off. So I got my nails did, I got my feet did, I got my hair done, and all the little stuff that we like to do. I did that, and yeah, I did just some like mild shopping, not like any heavy duty shopping. Like for clothes, like I love clothes shopping, but I didn't do a whole lot of it. And I went out with my aunt. So my aunt took me out yesterday. She took me to see a movie and dinner at Fridays. So we went to go see Peppermint, the movie with Jennifer Garner. It was really good. Really good. A lot of shoot 'em up, bang bang. If you like power, you'll love Peppermint. Because if you can take all that pow, 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 and gangbangers getting killed and all kind of stuff, like if you like that and that don't bother you and you ain't sensitive to it, you will love Peppermint. Because it's like power with a touch of girl power, so, I'm like, oh, I like this, so, and if you saw Taken with Halle Berry, you will like Jennifer Garner. So it's basically like Taken with Jennifer Garner instead of Halle Berry. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like Taken 2. So, and then she did an interview about the movie and mentioned the movie, So I'm like, oh, she mentioned Taken. So, anyway. So even she recognized the comparison. So, yeah, so that was that's been my week so far. I got a few more days off, so I'm like living it up right now. So anyway, I thought I'd stop in and speak to my people. I couldn't leave you guys out. I hadn't really, I hadn't done a video since, I think last week. Yeah, it was the last time. But I said, okay, it's been a few days longer because I've been moving kind of slow, on my vacation. But I was not gonna forget you. Like, of course not. Anyway, so into my video. Let's get right into the topic because I know y'all are anxiously waiting. Okay, so I know you all have seen this in the news. I know it just dropped a couple of days ago. Today's the 10th, so the story came out on the 8th. So I know everybody's seen it by now. So this is Attack of the Ghetto Demon. This is Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. Cardi! And by the way, I love them both. Okay, so before we even get into it, let me just say I'm neutral already. It's like, because I like them both. So for me, it was hard. Cause I'm like, I actually love both of them. I have both of their albums. I haven't gotten Queen yet. That's Nicki's new album. So I'm gonna get it. But I got her other albums, and I love Cardi, so I got Cardi's album, and I bump it all the time. So with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so Nicki Minaj and Cardi B went head-to-head at the New York Fashion Week party. That's right. Yeah, they went at it. They were out there scrapping like, two cats. They were scrapping like they do, like the girls do on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Basketball Wives. And they had a good old Tammy Roman versus whoever is on the show fight. Because she fight whoever, it don't matter. That's her role is, they cast her as the bully, so she got to fight whoever. Whoever the new girl is, yeah. So it was one of those, like, at least from Cardi's perspective, because Nicki was standing there looking like, what? What happened? What's wrong? Okay. And like she was looking like, to me, like I watched the video and I'll link it below for those of you who have not really seen the fight. It's a nice like 3-minute clip of and it's really good. Like it's a nice little angle of like what's going on. So I couldn't really see Nikki's facial expression too much. It's like they were kind of blocking her. Her security team was kind of blocking her, trying to protect her. It was crazy. But you saw Cardi getting in there, and Cardi had this really wild ghetto friend with her, just like kind of plump girl who was just hollering, yelling at the security guards like, "You need to get your effing hands off of me," and blah blah blah. And it was just really crazy. But anyway, so Nikki, from what I could tell, she was standing still. Like a statue. She did not move the whole time. She was just looking and she didn't have anything to say. So, but would you expect like anything more from her? But that, like, she's not about to get out. You know what that is? Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is not about to get out here and start scrapping with you. Cardi B threw a shoe at her, called her the P word. Yeah, she did. And Nicki Minaj is like, once again, looking like, I'm sorry? What happened? Oh, okay. She was looking like she was waiting on somebody to tell her what happened and who they was talking to. She was looking like, who's doing all that yelling? Oh my gosh. I never. That's what she was looking like. She was looking like her, like who she is in her songs, the character, her songs, like they're kind of real bougie, like, oh my god, I'm sorry, yeah, that's what she was looking like. Like, I'm not really about to get into it with this crazy ghetto woman hollering at me, and she played the role of like, have you ever seen an argument between like or even like in real life or a movie, a more well-to-do black woman who's like, oh, she has her college degrees and her career and she's made it out of the hood, and she's like, yeah, I'm a hood girl, I'm from the hood, but I'm not gonna let you know. Oh, it's buried deep in me, and I'm not gonna let it rise to the top. Whereas you got the other girl who's like, I'm from the hood, every motherfucker know, what I'm saying, I will throw down on you, so I will dog walk you out here. She's like the opposite. She ain't afraid to let everybody know. She will act her ass wherever she at, excuse me. But that's what she's doing. She will act a butt wherever she is. She's like, I don't care if we in the bank, we can be at church, we can be at the Met Gala. I don't give a bleep where we at. I'm gonna show out. So if I feel like scrapping, I'm gonna scrap. And usually it'll be over something. Y'all know how to go down with the ghetto women, the hood rats and stuff. They fight over the most pettiest stuff. If you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, basketball wise, which I don't really watch it like I used to because it was just too much. I'm like, it's hard to get on my nerves because it's all the same anyway. And the fights be petty as a mother sucker. It just be stupid. I'm like, what are you fighting over? Like, somebody said something, somebody looked at you sideways, or you thought they said something, you heard this from so-and-so. And it's just like, I'm like, y'all, that song by Erica Campbell, I need just a little more Jesus. They need just a little more Jesus. We need a whole lot of Jesus. Sprinkle him all up and through there. So they stop all that. And it's starting to get on my nerves. So that's how the ghetto girls usually act. Girls from the hood, that's usually how it goes down. They'll fight over anything. Like, it could be anything. Y'all will be talking about what's y'all favorite show between Empire and Power. It'll be something like that. They'll get them to fight you over that. They start getting loud. You like, okay, whatever. I'll smack your ass out here. And you like, what the? I'm getting smacked over disagreeing with her about Empire and Power. It's not that serious. But to them, everything is that serious. Everything is fist serious. It's fist worthy. It's kick worthy. It's punch worthy. It's shoot 'em up, bang bang, cut, stab, whatever worthy, depending on what kind of girl you're dealing with. And it's just so crazy. You're like, why is everything? It's like they're all into the culture of violence, but it's what they see around them. So sometimes, I had in my notes here too, sometimes your environment can cause poisonous implantation and breeding. So it implants seeds of ignorance, violence, cruelty, sexism, rape, whatever it is, antichrist, sort of, spirits and things of that nature and attitudes and behaviors. And so that is what they're bringing to the table. So they don't really know any better. And this is all they know. This is what they've been taught. This is how you deal with arguments when you disagree with somebody else. You just punch them in their face. You kick them. You stab them. You shoot them. Like, this is what you do when you argue. So they're acting who they are. They don't know. Like, around where they come from, this is how disputes are settled. They don't talk out nothing. Like maybe where I come from, I talk out my disputes, but I have a a spat with a person, I'll talk it out. Even if things get heated, we gonna talk, and it, we may walk out, we go our separate ways. Where they come from, no, we fighting, and it's just craziness. So that's what was going on there. Like Cardi is like, look, now here's the thing I Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. They're both the same women. They are good girls from the hood, from good families, and they're both God-fearing. But the thing was, what you saw there was they each made a different decision in the moment. So one chose to walk in God's energy, which is a higher energy. The other chose a more carnal energy. So I think you can figure out who who did what, in that moment. So one of them was kind of like, I'm doing my flesh is telling me to do. Like my flesh wants to scrap, so I'm scrapping. The other one's like, baby, look, I know God's gonna protect me. I know He got me. I don't have to lower myself to that standard. I'm not gonna even do that. Now, I'm not saying I'm against fighting back, because you run up on me. No words needed. I ain't even got to finish talking about that. Like, Ray, come on, you think you gonna put your head on me, you got another thought coming. So I'm not saying don't defend yourself, and I'm not saying God is against you hitting somebody else if you got to, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. But you don't always have to go there immediately. You don't always. Everything is not like, I'm finna fuck you up. Like, you don't have to always F somebody up and all this scrapping and throwing shoes. I'm like, this is not, it's like, but the way Cardi acted like it was, once again, I love her to death, but she acted like she was on Love and Hip Hop Land, but that's where she come from. She's from reality TV, and she kind of brought that same sort of vibe and that same attitude and behavior to the freaking Fashion Week in New York. And I'm like, that environment is not really even appropriate. It's not even, I'm like, that's not even, I'm like, that's not even what's supposed to be going down right here. I'm like, why are you even acting like that, like, but she wasn't thinking in the moment. She was thinking, I don't think she took time to think. I don't think she heard God's voice. I'm sure God spoke to her. Of course He did. But I don't think she heard. I think she had that loudmouth girl she was with talking to her like, you need to beat her ass. And that's what she heard. Like, I'm finna fuck her up. And that's all she heard was her flesh talking to her like, you need to go there and punch Nicki in the face right now. And that's all she heard. And she said, I'm finna fuck her up. She don't know me out here, and blah, blah, blah. And she wanted to rep her hood, and that's what it was. It's like, that'd be the biggest thing to them, is want to rep where they from, and want to act a fool, and want to act like, it's something about this, it's bravado. I need to act like, you don't know where I'm from the Bronx, baby. And I'm like, okay. Please, like, girl, I really don't give a poop where you from. Like I said, you get me? I'm like, girl, and I'm from Chicago, and I'm from I'm from the far south side, and we can talk all day. Like, you want to get to know me? Let's get to know you, okay? And I'll take you for coffee afterwards too, because I'm a really nice girl. Like, you want to go for coffee, or you want to fight? What you want to do? Like, we can talk over coffee, or we can hang. Like, what you want to do? Hey, we can talk or we can talk. Like, I'm gonna let you decide, but I'm down for both. It depends on what you coming with, because I'm gonna give what's given. So if you want to scrap, you want to do, you go holler. You can holler all you want to. About what you gonna do to me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let you dream. I'm gonna let you fantasize. I'm like, your reality gonna be something different, but. But that's what they do. And so all she was doing, Cardi was doing that howling and yelling. Nicki like, I'm not getting my blood pressure up. Because you doing that howling and yelling, and then she's looking unmoved. She's like, I'm unfazed, unmoved. She ain't feeling nothing. So really, as we know, it began as a dispute at the plaza. Well, if you do know, it began as a dispute at the plaza around 11 p.m. I got this all from CNN.com. At 11 p.m. Friday, so law enforcement, this is what law enforcement was saying. And they spoke to one guest, and the other guest declined to make a complaint. Did anybody want to say, no, I think they were scared. It was like, you see what she said? She threw that shoe at her, girl. I don't want that to be me. I guess they said, they ain't our business. So no arrest was made. It's funny how the no snitching thing travels from the hood to Hollywood. They still was like, no snitching. They like, we don't snitch. Because they saw that, they was like, oh no, oh God, we don't snitch over here. So Cardi later went on Instagram saying Nicki criticized her parenting skills. So that's where this came from. For any of you who are like, I don't know why they were fighting. They were fighting because apparently Nicki Minaj said something bad about her parenting skills, which I heard from some source on YouTube. See how this is a big mess. Like, I heard that she said, and then, and this is why people fight. This is why people lose their lives. I mean, we gotta stop this, guys. I mean, you see how this is a mess. I don't even know if it's true or not. I still don't know. I'm hoping to God it wasn't. I'm like, really? Cause I can't think of why Nicki Minaj, as much as she has attained in life, and I'm sorry, I'm a big fan, you can tell. But this is the kind of person, I don't know her personally, but the kind of person I imagine her to be. I don't think that she would sit up and talk about somebody's parenting skills. I just don't think that she has the time in the day to sit up and think about Cardi B's parenting skills enough to sit up and say something about her. I know they kind of been going back and forth, but I just don't feel like, well, supposedly they've been going back and forth, but I don't feel like she's going to be sitting up talking about Cardi B as a bad parent or whatever it is. I'm like, do you believe that? Drop in the comments below. Let me know. Do you really think that she said something about her? I don't think so. I think that's BS. I'm like, I think it's a rumor that got started. Somebody put a bug in Cardi's ear and she went off like a rocket. That's another reason why you all should not start doing this first. All you ghetto girls or girls who behave in a ghetto fashion, that's why you don't do that. That's why you don't do that, because you don't know if the source who's coming to you is a reliable source. You don't do that, That's why, because a lot of times people tell you that somebody says something about you, it's misconstrued. They don't understand what the person meant by it. They misinterpret it themselves, or they really don't care. They just try to fight. And they're going to make a fool out of you. You can lose a lot. You can lose your life. You can lose your reputation. You can lose your job. You can lose so much. And that's another reason why I keep going back to the fact that Nicki Minaj stood there unfazed and didn't move. She stood there like that, and she let you act out. She let Cardi just act out, and she's like, I'm not going to move because I know what I got on the line. And I mean, hey, you the new girl, you just got in, and this how you going to do? At the New York Fashion Week, that's why she did that. So you can embarrass yourself. So, and I love Cardi, but Cardi, I mean, I feel like, because Nicki is from the hood too. That she could have easily act out and went crazy and brought out the ghetto girl, But she's like, no. I'm going to tell you why. Because I've been in this business too long. So I've been in this business, about 10 years, 10 plus years. So I've been at it. I've been in the game for a while. You a new schooler. You the new girl on the block. You got some learning to do. So that your show, that show you put on, that shows that you're not quite there yet mentally as far as how you need to conduct yourself. So your decorum, she needs a publicist. I think Cardi needs a publicist to kind of help to. She gonna have to get away after this, to kind of help her to, and I really don't like a whole thing of putting people in check or whatever. I feel like you should be who you are. Who cares what people think about you? But she kind of needs a little assistance with. Okay, so when we're at places like the New York Fashion Week, or just anywhere, you can be at IHOP. That's not the time and place to go addressing someone about what they said about your kid. And if you're going to walk up to them, there's a way to do it where you don't end up flying out the handle and that you fighting them, because you don't even know what she said was true. So you need to find this out. You need to walk up to her like a lady and just ask her, like, listen, I heard you say some things that were really, really rude, and I just want to know, is it true? And then you handle it from there. But I don't think you need to walk around immediately like, let's fight. Come on, come here. I'm like, no. That's what you don't need to do. So, and then a comment Nicki made was she did an interview on Beast One Radio. She said she feels Cardi has never shown her any genuine love, and she was just talking about how many girls would want to do a song with her. Or whatever, and she was just saying she don't feel she's never felt love from Cardi. So they kind of back and forth with that. Well, Nicki feels like homage should have been paid to her. I'm like, that's neither here nor there. I mean, I'm like, that's up to her. Like, she may or may not show you love, and that's her option. Unfortunately, it's her choice. Like, she don't really have to. She should show respect, but I mean, does she have to? I mean, like that one. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, if she wants to, if not, then don't really worry about. I wouldn't dwell on that. So, yeah, but let me check my notes. Let me check them. So, what we have to start doing is tuning into God's voice over the ghetto voice. So, when you hearing this ghetto voice, Your flesh telling you go act a fool, you need to start tuning that out. First voice you hear to tell you, calm down. Take the time, this ain't the place, you can wait. That's when you need to check yourself. That's how you start checking your flesh. If you don't start checking your flesh, it's going to check you all the time. It's going to check you out of a lot of things. I'm just saying. So you all have to start thinking about that. So Nikki stood in her queendom, and Cardi sort of stepped out of hers for a moment. There was a better way to handle that and a better time, like I just basically mentioned a moment ago. So I just think personally that she could have chosen a better time, and a better place to. It just wasn't the time. So I want to leave you all with some encouragement because when people run up on you, you need to know who got you. So Psalms 23, 1 through 6. One of my favorite passages in the Bible and a very familiar one, a Psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right path for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And once again, that was Psalm 23, 1 through 6. So that right there, if you pay attention to where he says, even though I walk through the darkest valley, I'll fear no evil because I know you're with me. So right there, I feel like Nikki just represented that verse. That just so stuck with me in my spirit. Like, wow, she really exemplified that. I don't know if she was trying to purposely do it, but I just felt like that her character, her behavior exemplified that. She's like, I know I can stand here and just relax because I know who got me. Like, I really don't have to jump up. I don't have to do anything. She was safe the whole time. She was unscathed. She was untouched. That shoe didn't hit her. Nothing touched her. Whatever was meant to harm her did not harm her. Even the media, as far as her, looking, we have to see how it plays out continually, but, as far as her looking bad or looking crazy, and I wish no ill will upon Cardi either. I love Cardi, I love Nikki, so I want them both to get to live past this moment. I don't think this should be a defining moment for either of them. I think it was just a moment in time where, they had a rough time, they made a mistake, it just, they just fell short, and it just was a rough moment, it was a bad moment, and then it's just a human error, so, it's one of those things, but still, Nikki, at this time, because I think Nikki been feeling like she getting the bad end of the stick all the time in the media, and right? I'm like, no, you didn't. No, not that night. You was okay. You wasn't the one. So Nikki stood there, and I think that's why she stood there, because she was scared that she was going to get the bad end of the stick. So she's like, I'll be damned. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to do this, because time I do something, they're going to say it's me. And so last verse I want to leave for you is Psalm 27, 1 through 3. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh or to throw a shoe at me, they stumbled and fell. Though an host shall encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. The war shall rise against me, and this will I be confident. That's once again Psalm 27, 1 through 3. So right there, it just brings it on home. My enemies, they come around me. They came around her. They was coming up on her. They lashed out. They couldn't get to her. They couldn't get to her. They wanted her so bad. She wanted to tear her head off. She couldn't get her. God said, no, you will not. You're not going to beat your sister up. Okay, you're not going to beat your sister up because you're feeling emotional right now. You're frazzled. You're not gonna do what you want to do. Because in that moment, not that I'm coming against Cardi, I'm coming against who was using Cardi in that moment, which was the enemy, was using Cardi. It's not Cardi. Cardi's not the problem. It's Satan is the problem. The enemy is always the problem. He wanted to use her to destroy her sister, to hurt her sister in a moment, because we all, sisters and brothers in Christ. So he tried it, and God said, nope, not today. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do it. Because suppose she really hurt her really badly. And she may would feel sorry later on. Wow, I didn't mean to hurt the girl, so bad. That could have really, and no arrests were made. Neither one of them were arrested, thank God. So supposedly they had gotten arrested. You know, she really had hurt her and she had a charge against her. That's what, so God in that moment was protecting both of them from each other. She's, you know, God's like, look, Gardy, baby, you're upset. You're angry right now. Your anger could destroy anything. If you like that, and you enraged, I'm like, I mean, ooh, that could burn a building down. I'm like, hey, you know, you got that. I mean, that could have hurt anybody. You know, she could have hurt anybody at that moment. You know, I'm like, no, she needs to go calm down, and then clarity will come through when she rethinks this thing. So hopefully they get a chance to talk it out with both of them more calm. Especially if Nikki didn't say that, then she gets a chance to defend herself. Like, listen, I never said anything about your child. I'm very sorry that you got the wrong idea about me, but I didn't say anything about your child. I would never do this. I hope that it's not true, and then some apologies will happen, some understanding, some sisterly love. You know, they need y'all like sit them down. Okay, so they need to sit down and talk to each other. Like, look, we gotta stop this because it's getting too much. You know, it's really embarrassing right now. We looking crazy. So anyway, that's all I have for you this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry it was longer, but I miss y'all, so I had to talk. You know, and this is heat. This is heavy. So I had to get it out. I had a lot of feelings about not just them two, but just the whole the syndromes and the, you know, the ideologies behind it and just the spirits, and I had to get it out to help you all as well, because, you know, they famous, but it's a lot of y'all who not famous who doing the same thing. So hope this helps somebody get into somebody who needs to see this video. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Stay awesome. I will see you very, very soon. So like and share, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.